Anna, I was at a dinner party last night and someone asked me the most terrifying question in the world.
Let me guess. Was it, when are you getting married?
No, it was, so what do you do?
Ah, the classic American icebreaker.
I panicked. I just said, I do computers. It sounded so childish. I didn't know whether to say my title, my company, or my industry.
Don't worry, Jake. That is the number one question in American culture. Your job is often your identity here. Today, we are going to teach you exactly how to answer that question with confidence and style. Let's get to work. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Talk in English channel. I'm your host, Anna.
And I'm Jake. Welcome, guys. Today we are starting a massive new series all about work and jobs.
Whether you are looking for a job, hate your job, or love your job, you need to know how to talk about it. We're starting with the basics, job titles and descriptions.
So, Anna, let's go back to my problem. What do you do? Why is this question so common?
In the US, work is a central part of life. Asking, what do you do, is a way to understand a person's status, interests, and lifestyle. It's usually the second question after what's your name.
Okay, so what is the grammatical formula for answering?
There are three main ways to answer, depending on the preposition you use. I am a, job title. I work in, industry, department. I work for, company.
Let's break those down. I am a...
I am a teacher. I am an accountant. I am a software engineer. This defines who you are professionally.
But what if my job title is boring? Can I spice it up?
Yes, instead of saying I am a salesman, you can say I work in sales. That brings us to the second preposition, in.
I work in marketing. I work in finance. I work in IT.
Exactly. This is broader. It tells people your field without getting into specific, boring details. It's great for small talk.
And the third one, for.
I work for Google. I work for a nonprofit organization. This highlights your employer.
Can I say I work at Google?
Yes, at and for are often interchangeable when talking about companies. I work at Starbucks or I work for Starbucks. Both are fine.
Now, what if I don't have a job right now? That's awkward.
It doesn't have to be. Never just say I am unemployed. That sounds negative.
So what should I say?
Say I'm currently between jobs or I'm job hunting right now.
Between jobs. That sounds much more temporary and hopeful.
Or if you are looking for a specific role, I'm looking for opportunities in graphic design.
What about students?
I am a full-time student. Or I'm interning at...
Let's talk about the phrase, what line of work are you in?
That is a slightly more formal way to ask, what do you do? You would answer with the industry. I'm in healthcare.
Imagine we are at a networking event. If I ask you, what brings you here today, what do you say?
I might say, I'm just networking. And then I would ask you, so what do you do for a living?
And I would say, I'm in the tech industry. Currently, I work as a project manager for a startup.
That sounds much better than I do computers. And I might ask, how long have you been doing that?
About 2 years. It's hectic, but I love it.
Perfect. You sounded professional and confident. You also added, it's hectic, but I love it. That adds personality.
So the key is to mix and match.
Yes, don't be a robot. I am a manager. I work for Apple. Mix it up.
Got it. But describing the title is easy. Describing what I actually do all day, that's harder.
That is exactly what we will cover next, routines and responsibilities. Jake, you told us you were a project manager, but what does a project manager actually do?
Honestly, Anna, sometimes I ask myself the same question. Mostly I just send emails and drink coffee.
I'm sure you do more than that. Next, we talk about the daily grind.
The daily grind, that's a great idiom. It refers to the difficult, repetitive nature of working every day, like grinding coffee beans.
Exactly. When someone asks, what does a typical day look like for you? You need to use action verbs.
I usually say, I'm responsible for.
That is a very strong phrase. I'm responsible for managing the team, or I'm in charge of the budget.
In charge of, that means I'm the boss of that thing.
Yes. Notice the grammar. Responsible for plus gerund, ing, in charge of plus noun or gerund. I'm responsible for creating reports. I'm in charge of marketing.
What about the phrase I handle?
What about the phrase I handle?
Let's talk about the hours. The classic American schedule is the 9 to 5.
Let's talk about the hours. The classic American schedule is the 9 to 5.
But some people work shifts.
Doctors, nurses, factory workers. They might work the night shift or the graveyard shift.
Graveyard shift? That sounds spoopy.
It means working overnight, like midnight to 8 a.m.
I definitely prefer the 9 to 5. So Anna, describe your routine using these action verbs.
Okay, well, first thing in the morning, I usually check my emails and prioritize my tasks.
Prioritize. That means deciding what is most important.
Yes. Then I usually facilitate a few workshops. Facilitate is a fancy business word for lead or guide.
And then?
In the afternoon, I collaborate with my team on new curriculum, and I usually wrap up around 5 p.m.
Wrap up. Thought is a crucial phrasal verb. It means to finish work. I'm wrapping up for the day.
What about you, Jake? Do you multitask?
I try not to. Multitasking usually means doing two things badly at the same time. I try to focus on one thing.
Good strategy. Another common phrase is putting out fires.
I use that all the time. It doesn't mean actual fire. It means solving urgent, unexpected problems. I didn't get any work done today because I was putting out fires all morning.
That is the reality of modern work.
Let's talk about the commute, the journey to work.
I commute to the city, or I have a long commute.
But these days, many people work from home, WFH.
Or telecommute. If you WFH, your commute is from your bed to your desk, 10 seconds.
The best commute ever. Let's practice. If I ask you, what exactly does your role entail, what would you say?
You might say, my main responsibility is overseeing software development, or I coordinate between the design team and the engineers.
That sounds complex.
And you might add, I mostly deal with project timelines and ensure that we meet our deadlines.
Deal with. That's a very common phrasal verb. I deal with difficult clients.
And troubleshooting. That means finding and fixing faults.
It's all about the vocabulary. You can make answering emails sound like managing corporate communications.
That is the art of business English.
But doing the work is half the battle. You also have to deal with the people.
Ah, yes, the office dynamics, colleagues and bosses.
The drama. Anna, I have a confession. The work is easy. The people are hard.
I hear that all the time. Next, we discuss work environment and colleagues.
Let's start with the names. What do I call the people I work with?
Coworkers or colleagues are the standard terms. Teammates if you work closely together.
And the person above me?
The boss, manager, or supervisor. If you want to sound corporate, you say superior.
And the people below me?
Subordinates, formal, or my team, or direct reports. I have 3 direct reports.
Okay, now let's talk about the vibe. Some offices are collaborative.
That means everyone helps each other. It's a positive word.
And some offices are toxic.
Ooh, bad word. A toxic work environment is full of gossip, negativity, and stress.
In a toxic office, there's a lot of office politics.
This refers to the power struggles and social games people play to get ahead. I try to stay out of office politics.
There is usually a micromanager.
A micromanager is a boss who watches every single thing you do. They don't trust you. It's very annoying.
My boss is hovering over my shoulder.
On the other hand, you might have a hands-off boss, someone who lets you do your job without interference.
I prefer hands-off. Let's talk about the chat. We call it water cooler talk.
Yes, the water cooler is a place where employees gather to drink water and chat about non-work things, TV shows, sports, weather.
We had some water cooler chat about the football game.
It's important for bonding. You need to be a team player.
A team player is someone who puts the group's success above their own.
The opposite is someone who throws you under the bus.
That is a violent idiom. What does it mean?
It means to blame someone else to save yourself. I made a mistake, but my colleague threw me under the bus and told the boss it was my fault.
That is definitely toxic behavior.
Another phrase is pulling your weight.
To pull one's weight, it means to do your fair share of the work. Steve isn't pulling his weight on this project.
That means Steve is lazy.
What about brown-nosing?
That's slang. It means trying too hard to please the boss to get an advantage, also called being a suck-up.
He's always bringing the boss coffee. What a suck-up.
Imagine you need to complain about a coworker. You might say, I need to vent.
Vent. That means to let out frustration. Mike is constantly slacking off.
Slacking off, like not working?
Yeah, and then I have to pick up the slack.
That means doing the work that someone else didn't do. Dealing with people is a skill. You have to be diplomatic.
But sometimes the problem isn't the people, it's the sheer amount of talking.
You mean meetings?
Yes, the black hole of productivity.
Jake, look at your calendar. What do you see?
It's just blocks of blue. Meeting, meeting, meeting. I have Zoom fatigue.
Zoom fatigue is real. Being on camera all day is exhausting. Next, we cover meetings.
Let's talk about the vocabulary of a meeting. First, you need an agenda.
The list of things to discuss. Do we have an agenda for this meeting? If not, the meeting will be useless.
Someone usually takes minutes.
Minutes are the notes or record of what was said. Who is taking the minutes?
Now, let's talk about the floor.
To have the floor means it is your turn to speak. I'll give the floor to Jake.
But what if someone keeps talking and I want to interrupt?
You have to do it politely. Can I just jump in here? Sorry to interrupt, but I have a point to add. May I interject? Formal.
Jump in. I use that one a lot.
And if you agree with someone, I couldn't agree more. I second that. You hit the nail on the head.
And if I disagree, I can't just say you are wrong.
No, be diplomatic. I see your point, but I'm afraid I have to disagree. Let's look at this from another angle.
Let's talk about tech issues, the most spoken phrase of 2020 to 2024. You're on mute.
Yes. Or, can you see my screen?
Or, you're breaking up. That means the audio is bad and glitchy.
Or, my internet is unstable. I'm going to turn off my camera.
Now, let's look at some annoying business idioms people use in meetings.
Touch base.
Let's touch base next week. It means talk briefly.
Circle back.
Let's circle back to that later. It means we will discuss it another time.
Think outside the box.
Think creatively. It's a cliche.
Get the ball rolling.
To start the project, let's get the ball rolling.
On the same page.
To agree or understand the situation together, we need to make sure we are on the same page.
And when the meeting is over, we check the action items.
The tasks we have to do. What are the action items or takeaways?
And finally, adjourn. To end the meeting. The meeting is adjourned. Or casually, let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up. I love that phrase because it means I can leave. Imagine a Zoom meeting. If you can't see the chart, you might say, I think you're on mute.
And if you need to discuss something later, you say, let's put a pin in that and discuss it offline.
Take it offline means to discuss it privately, not in the group meeting. And hard stop means I must leave at a specific time.
Meetings are a language of their own.
They are, but knowing these phrases makes you look professional.
Even if you're wearing pajama pants under the desk.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about how we feel about our jobs.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Anna, do you love your job?
I do. I love teaching English. It's very rewarding.
Rewarding. That means it gives you a good feeling. Next up, job satisfaction.
We spend 40 hours a week at work. We need to know how to describe our feelings about it.
Let's start with the positive. If your job is great, you can say it is fulfilling.
Or stimulating. It keeps your brain active.
Lucrative. That means it pays a lot of money.
We all want a lucrative job. You might say, I have a great work-life balance.
That means you have time for your family and hobbies, or the perks are great.
Perks or perquisites are the extras. Free coffee, gym membership, company car.
But what if the job is bad?
Be careful not to sound too negative, but you can say it is stressful.
Or monotonous, doing the same boring thing every day.
Tedious, very boring and slow details.
Demanding, it requires too much energy.
Or a dead-end job.
Ouch, a dead-end job means there is no chance for promotion. You are stuck.
If you are working too hard, you might be overworked and underpaid.
That is the classic complaint. I'm overworked and underpaid.
Sometimes we say it pays the bills.
That means I don't love it, but I need the money. It's a neutral statement.
Or it's just a stepping stone.
A stepping stone means it's a temporary job on the way to a better career.
Imagine asking a friend how their job is. They might say it's a mixed bag.
A mixed bag. It means it has good parts and bad parts. Maybe the pay is decent, but the work is mind-numbing.
Mind-numbing? That means so boring your brain goes to sleep.
Job satisfaction is tricky. Sometimes you have to stay in a bad job to get the money.
Speaking of money, that is the most important part.
It is salary, wages, and benefits.
Anna, is it rude to ask someone how much money do you make?
In American culture, yes, it is extremely taboo to ask a colleague or friend their exact salary.
Okay, so I won't ask you, but we need to know the words. Welcome to compensation.
First, the difference between salary and wage.
A wage is usually hourly. Minimum wage is $15 an hour. You get paid for the exact time you work.
A salary is a fixed amount per year, $60,000 a year. It doesn't matter if you work 35 hours or 50 hours. The pay is the same.
We get paid on payday.
And we receive a paycheck or direct deposit.
What about gross versus net?
Gross pay is the money before taxes. Net pay is the money after taxes, take-home pay.
Net pay is always disappointingly small.
Uncle Sam needs his share. Now, let's talk about benefits or the compensation package.
This is huge in the U.S. because we don't have universal health care, so health insurance is a major benefit.
Also, dental and vision.
PTO, paid time off. That includes vacation days and sick days.
401k. This is a very specific American term. It's a retirement savings plan.
Does the company match the 401k? That's a good question to ask in an interview.
Sometimes you get a bonus, extra money for good performance.
Or a commission. Salespeople get a percentage of what they sell.
If you want more money, you ask for a raise.
Note, in the UK, they say rise, but in the US, it's a raise. I'm going to ask for a raise.
If you are working on holidays, you might get time and a half, or 1.5 times pay, or double time, 2 times pay.
Let's talk about being fired versus laid off. This relates to money.
If you are fired or sacked or terminated, it's because you did something bad. You stole or you were lazy.
If you are laid off or made redundant, it's because the company has no money. It's not your fault.
If you get laid off, you might get a severance package.
That's a lump sum of money to help you survive while you look for a new job.
Money talk is complicated, but important. Always read your contract.
Read the fine print.
Exactly. Now, once you have the money, you want to grow. You want a better title.
Jake, do you want to be an assistant forever?
No, I want to be the boss, the big cheese, the head honcho.
Those are funny idioms for the boss. Welcome to career growth. We often call career progress climbing the corporate ladder.
You start at the bottom, entry level, and climb to the top, executive or C-suite.
To do that, you need a promotion.
I got promoted. That means you moved up.
Sometimes you make a lateral move.
That means moving to a different job at the same level, maybe to learn new skills.
To get promoted, you need to upskill.
Learn new skills, take courses, get certifications, professional development.
You also need to network.
It's not what you know, it's who you know. Networking means building relationships with people who can help you.
You might find a mentor, an experienced person who guides you.
If you work hard, you are on the fast track.
But sometimes you hit a glass ceiling.
That is a metaphor for an invisible barrier that stops you from rising, often used regarding women or minorities.
Or you might feel stuck in a rut, doing the same thing with no progress.
If you want to impress the boss, you need to take initiative.
Do things without being asked. I took the initiative to reorganize the files.
Or go the extra mile, do more than is expected.
Imagine you're asking for a promotion. You might say, I feel I'm ready to take on more responsibility.
That is code for I want a promotion and more money.
And I've exceeded my targets. That proves your value.
Exactly. But sometimes there is no room to grow in your current company.
Then you have to leave. You have to hunt. Job hunting and interviews. Jake, you decided to quit. You are entering the job market.
It's a jungle out there. Welcome to job hunting.
First, you need a resume. In the US, we say resume. In the UK, it's a CV, curriculum vitae.
You also need a cover letter, a letter explaining why you are perfect for the job.
You look for job openings or vacancies on sites like LinkedIn or Indeed.
Then you apply for the job. You submit your application.
If they like you, you get an interview.
The interview is the hardest part. You have to sell yourself.
Let's look at some classic interview questions. 1. Tell me about yourself.
Don't tell your life story. Keep it professional. Past, present, future. I have a background in, currently I am, and I want to.
2. What are your strengths and weaknesses?
For weaknesses, don't say I work too hard. That's a fake answer. Pick a real weakness, but explain how you are fixing it. I sometimes struggle with public speaking, so I am taking a course.
3. Why do you want to leave your current job?
Never badmouth your old boss. Say, I am looking for new challenges, or I want room to grow.
Good advice. After the interview, you might get a job offer.
Or you might get rejected. We decided to go in a different direction.
That's the polite rejection phrase.
If you get the job, you give notice.
I'm putting in my 2 weeks notice. You tell your old boss you're leaving.
And then you resign or quit.
When they ask, why should we hire you? Say something like, I believe I'm a good fit for this role.
Good fit. That means I match the company culture.
And mention your track record, your history of success.
Getting hired is a full-time job itself.
It requires patience. But what happens if you work too hard?
You crash.
Stress and burnout. Jake, you look tired. The bags under your eyes have bags.
I am exhausted, Anna. I am burning the candle at both ends.
That means working late nights and getting up early. You're heading for burnout.
Welcome to Stress and Balance.
Burnout is a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion. It's when you have nothing left to give.
We often say I'm fried, or I'm toast, or I'm completely drained.
This happens when you have a heavy workload.
Or tight deadlines when everything is due yesterday.
Or when you're spread too thin, trying to do too many things at once.
I feel like I'm treading water, just trying to survive, not moving forward.
You need work-life balance.
That is the unicorn. Does it exist?
It has to. You need to learn to disconnect or unplug.
That means turning off email on the weekends.
You need to take your PTO, paid time off. Don't leave vacation days on the table.
Sometimes I take a mental health day.
That is a valid reason to call in sick. I need a mental health day to recharge.
We also talk about boundaries. I don't answer calls after 6 p.m.
If you don't set boundaries, work will eat your life.
Another problem is the rat race.
The endless competitive struggle for wealth and power. It feels like a race with no end.
I want to get out of the rat race. I want a cushy job.
A cushy job is easy, stress-free, and well-paid. We all want that.
So the vocabulary of stress is important so you can ask for help. Boss, I'm snowed under. I need help.
Snowed under, buried in work like snow. Great idiom.
Don't suffer in silence.
Your health is more important than your deadline.
Amen to that.
So we have covered the whole cycle of work, from getting the job to burning out.
What's left?
The future. What is the future of work?
The future of work.
Jake, work is changing. The days of working for one company for 40 years and getting a gold watch are gone.
Totally. Welcome to the future of work.
We're seeing the rise of the gig economy.
Uber drivers, freelancers, delivery guys, people working short-term gigs instead of permanent jobs.
Being a freelancer gives you freedom but no security. You're your own boss.
We also have digital nomads.
People who work from their laptops on a beach in Bali.
That is the dream, location independent.
Automation and AI are changing jobs too. We have to be adaptable.
We need lifelong learning. You can never stop studying.
So, Jake, let's wrap up this series. What have we learned?
How to say job titles, I work for, describing routines, I handle, office politics, team player, meetings, jump in, satisfaction, rewarding versus tedious, money, salary versus wage, promotions, climbing the ladder, interviews, hired, fired, burnout, snowed under, gig economy.
That's a complete toolkit for working in an English environment.
Whether you're a barista or a CEO, these phrases will help you.
My final advice, be professional, be clear, but be human.
And don't reply all to company emails unless necessary.
Yes, please don't.
Thank you, Anna, for guiding us through the corporate jungle.
You're welcome, Jake, and thank you to our listeners.
If this series helped you, please subscribe to Talk in English. Leave a comment. What is your dream job?
We want to know.
Keep working hard,
but not too hard.
And keep talking in English.
Goodbye, everyone.